Siyam day. Abu Qatada, what did he say? He said the Prophet ﷺ said, anyone who fasts or fasting during the day of Arafah, the 9th day of Zulhijjah, the 9th day of Zulhijjah, Shawwal, Zulqa'dah, Zulhijjah, the last month in the Islamic calendar, the 9th day, the day of Arafah, those who have not gone to Hajj, fasting during that day alone will expiate the previous year and the following year. Allah will forgive your sins. So if you are looking for forgiveness in Ramadan, don't you have another opportunity after Ramadan to also have the forgiveness? So if you are sincere, you will monitor that day and fast on that day. And then number 3, after Zulhijjah comes Muharram, the first month of on the Islamic calendar, that is our January. Muharram, yes, we have Siyam in Muharram, and that is Ashura. The 10th day of Muharram is Siyam Ashura. The Prophet went to Medina, he saw the Jews fasting, he said, yeah, we deserve to fast because we are the better followers of Musa alayhi salam. And then the Prophet fasted the day of Ashura. And the hadith is narrated by Amr ibn As. He said, fasting, the Prophet ﷺ, fasting on the day of Ashura, Allah will forgive your previous year the sins. So either you fast on the 9th, on the 10th, I don't want to go into it. There is a lot of fiqh issue in it. I don't want to go into it. Let's put that one aside. And then after Muharram, the same month of Muharram, throughout the month, you can fast as many as you can. The Prophet said, there is not any month throughout the year after Ramadan within which fasting in it is more virtuous than the month of Muharram. So when you take out that Ashura from it, all the Muharram, the month, you can fast as many as you can. I believe you understand. So that one, you put that one aside. Now you go back to the Zulhijjah again. Zulhijjah, we've treated the 9th day of Zulhijjah, the day of Arafah. But remember, the first 10 days of Zulhijjah, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 to day 9, the whole 10 days also is recommended to fast in it. The Prophet ﷺ said, مَا مِنَ الْأَيَّامِ الْأَعْمَالُ الصَّالِحَةُ فِيهَا أَحَبُّ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى مِنْ عَشْرِ ذِي الْحِجَّةِ. There is not any days, there is no days within which good works done in them are more beloved to Allah than the first 10 days of Zulhijjah. Best days in the world, 10 days. Best 10 nights in the world is the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Best 10 days in the whole year is the first 10 days of what? Zulhijjah. So throughout, you can fast the whole 9 days and rest on the day of Eid, that is on the 10th. Now you put that one to aside. We have the fasting called Ayyam al-Bid, that is every month. Yeah. If you know what the scientists have said about this, 3 consecutive days on the white days. My Sheikh spoke about it. The white days, 3 consecutive days on the 14th, on the 13th, on the 14th, on the 15th. The believer will have to do all this fasting. You don't know what returns to you. وَأَن تَصُومُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ لَوْ كُنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. If you should fast, it is better for you if you only but know. Now let's put that one aside. What did the Prophet say about fasting 3 days every month? The Prophet ﷺ said, fasting 3 days in every month is as though you have fasted the whole year. Because if you count it, you have 36. If you count it, you would have how many? 36. 3 times 30 is how much?
36.
3 times what? 3 times 12
36.
is what? It's 36. So the Prophet said, your reward is as though somebody who has fasted the whole year. 36 times 10 is how much? 360. So beautiful. Don't let this opportunity pass. But the last one, which I will end the khutbah with, is the fasting on Mondays and Thursdays. And this is where I will support it with a scientific proof and bring the khutbah to an end. Now,
Biamini wonye mielo nwo wotwino ke ha mahile. Ni ye biamini wo hima wo binane. Aha wona wole akashi wo ye epa ni atole sita fi shawwal. Ikenne ke shawwal ne etako. Teju wo ba ko eduni ma ke epa mi wo yo ne. Lolo be ye ke habo akashi onye no obu nakai. Ikeke wo bina wo ye nyo ni ji zulqaida. No hu eniye no hu mahile yemi ni nakai mahile no hu ehi kama wo akowo botele kama bina wabaya zulhijja zulqaida ka mahile dan zulhijja na muharram na wo be zulhijja ka muharram ni yajama zulhijja ikon bi enyo yajama ikan bi kankan ti agbe bi nyuma na hile yajama ni ehi kamabu yẹnu sẹ̀hún díẹ̀ jẹ́ bí níjì nà ẹ̀hún ẹ̀ nà kàn gbilẹ̀ àtọ́ ọ̀wọ̀ níbo ó yà á jẹ́mẹ̀ epo ẹ̀ ló yà fi hà jẹ́ nà kàn gbilẹ̀ yìí mà ní yẹnu sẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ gbìnà muharram níjì kẹ́ńkẹ́rẹ́ yàn níjì ọ̀sẹ̀ arabic calendar nọ àkàkẹ́sì nà kàn yàn èdè yàn nínú àyìnlẹ̀ yẹmi babawo kẹjẹ sisi dé kí agbé nà gbé nà kẹ́kẹ́ di àǹkọ́gbì ní nàkàndéyẹ àtúwọ̀n túmọ̀ pápá yẹ̀míyẹ lọ́wọ́bá nálẹ̀yẹ zulhijja sí yẹ́mí kẹjọ́mọ̀ àgbò ìlú yẹn wọ̀bá ná yẹ muharram yẹ́mọ́sẹ̀ ní ìkẹwọ̀gbì náà ìkà akẹ́síwọ̀ yẹ lóko náà tọ́lá ayá mi gbé nínú jímọ̀ níhìn ní ìkẹwọ̀bá yé náà ọba yìí mà bìí tẹfẹ́ bìí tẹ̀yẹ̀ ní ọkọ̀ mẹ́lì bìí tẹfẹ́ bìí tẹ̀yẹ̀ ní ọkọ̀ mẹ́lì ìkẹwọ̀gbọ́dọ̀ ní ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ̀ nàkàyẹ bìnyùmọ́kẹ́ ẹ̀yàn ọba ná nyuma yi eteke epa nyuma nkɔfo na ɛkɛ baa bo eko fɛ ko ne yɛ nyuma owó ɔbaa na ɔha yi ete yɛ paawo ene bo nɔni yɛ besɛ agbɛnɛ eba tu yɛ so.
Brothers and sisters, Mondays and Thursdays. What did the prophet say about it? Mondays and Thursdays are the 2 days within which our good deeds that we have done during the week, stock is taken. They will take all these deeds to Allah to take stock of it and reward us accordingly weekly, every weekly. That is what the prophet said. And the prophet is constant on it. Sometimes, when the prophet says something, say, I hear, I obey. Don't ask the reason. Do you know what the doctors are saying? 2018, there was a study that was done in Australia, South Australia. There's a professor known as Sharia. She's a female. And she is an expert in diabetes, controlling blood pressure and so on and so forth. So they did a research for almost about 1 year to see the substitute for diet control. Because when you have diabetes, your diet is controlled. And in fact, that ailment, the whole year, what the whole world spent in treating this diabetes and controlling this diabetes is almost about 700 billion. In Australia alone, it's almost about 4 point something billion. So they ran some studies to see something that can help, control diet, to replace diet control. And to also help in diagnosing and curing diabetes. He said curing, he didn't even say managing it. Curing it. Brothers and sisters, they took 137 individuals. They divided them into two. One part went through the normal diet control system. Certain things you should eat, certain things you shouldn't eat, certain things and so on and so forth. The other group, they took them through something they call intermittent diet 5, they call it 2-5. Intermittent 2-5 diet, and I'll explain it. Intermittent means separated. Intermittent means you're separated. So they took the other half into that intermittent 5-2 diet. You know what the 5-2 means? Fasting 2 different days in the week. So the 2-5, and then the 5 days you will eat. But the 2 different, not consecutive, not like Monday, Tuesday. No. Different days, 2 different days in the week. When they ran this test after the year, they realized that those who were put on the normal diet control system, the calories that they developed, calories is the energy you get from the food you eat. They had about 1,200 calories, 1,200 to 1,500 calories in them. As against those who went through the 5-2 diet system, they have 600 to 500 calories in them. So after they ran that test, they realized that when they tested them, their blood glucose, for those who did the 5-2 diet system, their blood glucose has been controlled totally. They've become normal, very normal. And she went on and said, you can go to the website and read. She went on and said that, in fact, the impurities that we attract from the food intake in the air, which pollute us, poisons in us, a lot of poisons in us, and these poisons, fasting is the only method that can deal with the intricacy, the minutest poisons in ourselves, which even labs cannot even concentrate on them. It will solve all these problems. And what did the prophet say? Fast on Mondays and Thursdays every week. And you know, interestingly, they said when they look at the duration that you have to fast, they said 14 to 16 hours. 14 to 16 hours. I can give you the website, go and read it, you see. 14 to 16 hours. Just exactly like how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, صدق رسول الله أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه وهو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith of Salman, some people will come on the day of judgment with good deeds huge mountains, but Allah will crumble all the good deeds into dust. He said there are people from amongst us, they speak our language, they pray with us in the masjid, but these are people that when they find themselves alone, no one is there, haram is there, they commit the haram. And therefore after Ramadan, brothers and sisters, a huge challenge on us. Are we going to break the covenant between us and Allah, or we are going to continue with the good works? May Allah help all of us.
Yabiamini wonye nyelo ke iri mo banagbe ha no mima ka ha ma ile niji da ju keso ni yabia ne ni fe ni kase mo ke mi gba mo ye enemi ye akemme ni ame amebaye ni si enyo ye gbisiro to komini ni ameye ni gbi enumo kemme amele diabetes bi si ameni yeli ebone ake ameyale nata na de ayose ana akesi ni pimo elai ni boti ogbomo adesami en nakane ameye chimo fimeni amele amehima ketomo mi ye no se anya ayose akesi la ni hewale ni mia nakangbe me ami ye meni yoma keton mi ye ameye nakala mi hewale fimeleme yenu se danu woni enyelo ko yimo na mu baba e hawo na wole akesi waka hima ni wo gbena ni wo ni gbonu ke fi mo yin wo bi se wo teri ehetoji na ko me ye ni wo ka me soli wo ka me ye wo ka me mba chineke mbe na bia mi ni ahima na gbena na efe keje ya je yin ko mi bane ni haram ye jeme ibayi ba shi jeme ni baya wakamanto file chapa nikawoti ifike.
اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك وأعداء الدين وانصر عبادك يا رب العالمين. اللهم أخلص نياتنا في الأمور كلها. تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.